Hello everyone, nice to meet you again with the Disney Artist channel. In today's video it will be the character Jasper and Horace from 101 Dalmatians and 101 Dalmatians 2, Patch's London Adventure. Jasper and Horace Badoon are the secondary antagonists of Disney's 1961 animated feature film 101 Dalmatians and the tertiary antagonists in its direct-to-video sequel 101 Dalmatians 2, Patch's London Adventure. They are a pair of lowly crooks that were hired to serve as Cruella de Vil's henchmen. The short-tempered and loud-mouthed Jasper acts as the brains and the de facto leader of the two, while the gluttonous Horace acts as the muscle. The Badoon brothers are a pair of crooks for hire. They are fairly amoral, simply wishing to make money however they can, even if they have to align themselves with shady characters to do so. They are hired to dognap Pongo and Perdita's 15 Dalmatian puppies to be used in making Cruella's fur coat. Although he isn't intelligent as his brother Jasper, Horace appears to have more insight and is often shown to correctly guess what the Dalmatians' plans are. However, Jasper quickly rejects these ideas in favor of his own, believing that dogs could not possibly be that intelligent, despite already showing they indeed are. Though Jasper and Horace carry out Cruella's deeds, they only do it for money and not for enjoyment. Horace fears her wrath, but Jasper shows no respect for Cruella due to often being annoyed with her bossiness. This makes Cruella despise Jasper more than Horace. In the sequel, they are almost arrested when they decide to stand up for themselves by admitting Cruella made them carry out their deeds. They get pardoned for their part in kidnapping the puppies and open up a clothes corporation. Jasper, voiced by J. Pat O'Malley, is the de facto leader of the duo and brains of the outfit. He is tall, skinny, and enjoys drinking alcohol. His favorite activities are playing darts and watching What's My Crime with Horace. According to 101 Dalmatians 2, Patch's London Adventure, Jasper is not well liked by their parents and never has been. Jasper drives a beater truck with a shoddy engine that spits and sputters and rattles. Temperament-wise, Jasper is the more aggressive of the two. He can maintain a decent poker face for a period of time, but is quick to physical abuse and snappy remarks when things annoy him. He is also bold enough to occasionally challenge Cruella, though it typically ends in punishment for himself and Horace. Jasper was voiced by Hal Smith in the 1982 read-along, Beverly Denner in the 1990 read-along, Michael McKean in the TV series, and has been voiced by Jeff Bennett since 2003. Horace, voiced by Frederick Warlock, is the shorter and fatter of the duo, with a love for food, especially sandwiches and cakes. He is supposedly less intelligent than Jasper, but a number of occasions imply otherwise. Horace seems to have a higher moral code. He often voices his dislike for criminal activity by stating, "I don't like it, Jasper," and is visibly anxious and hesitant when committing a crime. Horace is also less churlish. While Jasper is prone to mocking victims, as was the case with Nanny, Horace tries to avoid any unnecessary trouble. Horace was voiced by Hal Smith in the 1982 and 1990 read-along, David Lander in the TV series, and has been voiced by Maurice LaMarche since 2003. In 101 Dalmatians, the Badoon brothers sneak into Roger and Anita's house by passing themselves as repairmen from the electric company, Canine Crunchy's delivery men in the sequel and musical version. Though Horace incorrectly states they're from the gas company before quickly correcting himself upon Jasper's prodding. Nanny refuses to let them in since Roger and Anita are gone, but they force their way in. Jasper toys with Nanny up in the attic while Horace steals the puppies. Making their hasty escape, Jasper and Horace transport the puppies to Cruella's former home, Hell Hall. Soon after, the dognapping is covered by the newspapers, making them try to back out. They call Cruella and ask for their payment. But she refuses to pay anything until the job is done, before angrily hanging up on them when she mistakes Jasper, furiously telling Horace to be quiet to be directed at her. At Hell Hall, they laze about watching and eating, along with the stolen puppies and 84 bought puppies. This is where their potential kindness comes into play, as they allow them to watch television with them. Although they rudely force Lucky to move so they can see What's My Crime. Eventually, an incensed Cruella arrives and tells Jasper and Horace that she wants the job done tonight due to the growing number of active policemen. Though Jasper notes that the puppies were not big enough for the amount of coats Cruella apparently desires, she decides to settle for what they can get. When Jasper and Horace ask Cruella to have pity and at least let them finish watching What's My Crime, she angrily throws the liquor Jasper was drinking into the fireplace, causing a small explosion that made Cruella look even more sinister, then angrily slaps both of them across the face and, before leaving, warns them that if the job wasn't done by the time she returned first thing in the morning, she would report them to the police. While they are watching What's My Crime, the puppies are rescued by Sergeant Tibbs. After the show ends, Jasper and Horace take up some improvised weapons. Jasper improvises a fireplace poker and Horace takes an old chair leg. They disagree over whether or not Jasper skins and Horace kills them or vice versa, but they stop their arguing when they overhear a sound from the door. That being Tibbs finally managing to get Rolly through the hole in the drywall next to the door, but not without Rolly yelping in the process, alerting the Baduns. Jasper and Horace then notice the puppies have escaped through the hole in the wall and begin a search of the house. Eventually, after a disorganized chase around the house, they are able to corner the puppies in a room. Before they can kill them, Pongo and Perdita arrive, crashing through one of the front windows and attack Jasper and Horace. When Jasper tries to hit Pongo with his fire rod, he hits a door instead and makes a hole in it, allowing Tibbs and the puppies to escape. Horace is tripped into the fireplace by Perdita and Jasper gets his pants pulled down by Pongo. Both are buried underneath the ceiling when it collapses due to Horace running into Jasper and making them crash into it. After escaping the debris, they track the Dalmatians to a farm building through their footprints. After being attacked by the Colonel, then by the Captain and Tibbs, they realize the dogs have already left the building. They try to head off the dogs, but the Dalmatians elude them by traveling along a frozen creek that they won't leave any tracks on. A few days later, Jasper and Horace meet up with Cruella on the road. She asks them if they've found any sign of the puppies and is given a negative response from Jasper. Horace then says they're freezing and are giving up the search, but Cruella, still determined to get her dream coat, refuses to let them off the hook and furiously forces them to continue, declaring they will find the puppies if it takes until the next Christmas. She also tells them to be careful with their driving if they do not want to be caught and ticketed by the police. Cruella herself, ironically, is an extremely fast and reckless driver. She is still bent on getting her dream coat one way or another. She eventually finds the Dalmatians' footprints leading to a nearby village called Dinsford. There, she, Jasper, and Horace search for the puppies. Horace points out some Labrador puppies, suggesting the possibility that the dogs disguised themselves. Annoyed, Jasper sarcastically blows off the idea and furiously bashes Horace on the head, angrily calling him an idiot. When the Dalmatians are discovered to be hiding in a moving van bound for London, they pursue it in their truck. Jasper makes a plan to ram the van into a ravine, but Horace panics and accidentally pulls out the truck's steering wheel, making the truck slide down the mountain out of control. The truck ends up individually crashing into Cruella's car, dislodging it from where she had jammed it under the back of the moving van and sending both vehicles over the edge as they fall apart into pieces, leaving them with no transportation to continue chasing the van with. Although Cruella, Horace, and Jasper are unharmed, Cruella suffers a mental breakdown, angrily cursing their incompetence while they sit on the wreckage sulking as the van goes beyond their sight. An annoyed Jasper simply tells Cruella to shut up, finally gaining the courage to stand up for themselves as Cruella collapses on a piece of vehicle wreckage and sobs over the loss of her dreamcoat. In 101 Dalmatians, the series, the Badoon brothers are the H&J Concepts company and are employed by Cruella to do her dirty work. This involves delivering ransom notes and going through Anita's trash. Unlike the films, they have American accents and dressed differently than they did before, due to the series being set in the United States. The Badoon brothers return in the sequel. In this film, Jasper and Horace are first seen in jail. Jasper says it is unfair that he and Horace have to spend time in jail while Cruella is let off with probation and a restraining order, and Horace agrees with him. Cruella pays their bail money so they can round up the puppies for Lars to use as canvases. As part of Cruella's plan to kidnap the puppies, Jasper reluctantly dresses up as a woman so he and Horace can trick a Canine Crunchies delivery man and steal his truck. Upon reaching the cherry tree farm where the puppies now live, Jasper and Horace lure them into the truck using the dog food the vehicle is carrying. Nanny then arrives on the scene and threatens to hit the duo with her frying pan if they do not release the puppies. Jasper tries to sweet-talk her, but she hits him with the pan and proceeds to chase Horace. After a fiasco in a pigsty, Jasper and Horace overpower Nanny by tying her up and trapping her in a well. Jasper and Horace bring the puppies to Cruella, who presents them to Lars. However, when Lars refuses to kill the puppies, Cruella has him bound and gagged and decides to finally get her spotted fur coat. After she, Jasper, Horace, and Lil Lightning are thrown into a river by Patch and Thunderbolt, they are arrested. Finally having enough of Cruella, Jasper and Horace are turned loose after they confessed to Nanny that she told them to get the puppies and is behind of the dognapping puppies, planning to turn them into a fur coat. With this, Cruella, having now cracked and gone completely insane, is taken away to a prison asylum. After they are both pardoned, they go straight and obtain their own line of sundresses as revealed in a newspaper during the end credits. The Badoon brothers also made a brief appearance in the cartoon The Saga of Windwagon Smith. They make a cameo in the Bonkers episode, the 29th page, at a prison lineup. For an unknown error, Bonkers refers to Jasper as Joe, and not his real name. They make a cameo appearance in the House of Mouse episode, Suddenly Hades, during the Hades heating advertisement at the end of the show. They also appeared in the film Mickey's House of Villains as guests of the club and are seen dancing in a Congo line when the villains take over the club. They also make a cameo in a flashback in the episode The Devil Wears Puppies in 101 Dalmatian Street. The Badoon brothers appear as villains in Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom. On Main Street, USA, Jasper and Horace are forced to work for Cruella in an attempt to find the crystal of the Magic Kingdom, as she threatened to murder them if they refuse to follow her demands. Upon learning that Pongo has contacted the local dogs to help guard the crystal, she sends Jasper and Horace to capture and eliminate them. Jasper creates several traps to capture them and Horace takes them to Cruella's lair. When the park guests arrive, they defeat Jasper by trapping him in one of the dog traps. They then head to the lair, where Cruella orders Horace to eliminate the captured dogs. Before he can, the guests arrive and unleash them. They then attack Horace, giving the guests a chance to go after Cruella. In 2020, Jasper and Horace appeared alongside Cruella in the Caravan Parade, as part of the Disney Villains After Hours event at the Magic Kingdom. In the former Walt Disney Studios Park Parade, Disney Cinema Parade, both Badoon brothers were seen during the Dalmatians unit with a large sack, ready to kidnap the puppies. They seem to be based on their live-action occupation. During the resort's annual Halloween event, both Badoon brothers are featured among the villain and henchman decorative banners seen in Tokyo Disneyland. First is to draw from the body to legs, then wearing an thief outfit for Jasper and Horace. Next is to draw 2 arms and then draw 2 legs for Jasper and Horace. Next is to draw the head, then make the face and attach 2 ears for Jasper and Horace. Finally, draw the hairstyle and wear the hat for Jasper and Horace. So the character Jasper and Horace from the movie 101 Dalmatians has been completed. Now, if you like this video tutorial, please like and subscribe button to receive the new notify. At the same time, please download the app and go to the website DisneyStore to shopping online, as well as Disney Plus to watch some movies and TV shows for free, used by many peoples of the world. Okay, we'll see you again tomorrow, so thanks for watching and goodbye everyone.